What's up, y'all? Smash Mouth Dipper back here for another video for y'all. So, this is part 2 of Monday's video. It's probably going to be my last part of this video, so y'all know that. So we're going to go ahead and put our last dipper tonight. Go ahead and put the last dip in. We got one more pinch left in here. I'm going to take it with y'all. See if I can get another can before I go hunting tomorrow. If not, then I'm going to have to hunt without one, but whatever. Nothing really left in here. I'm going to throw this. Let's see what I can get out of this thing.
Alright kids, before we get started, the coach of the girls volleyball team is here and would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Garrison. Listen, last night we had a pretty good... The girls really hammered them, but once again we're a little disappointed in the turnout.
Oh, Jesus, give it a rest already.
We're all into something, it's kind of a bummer, and people don't seem to care. Kind of makes you feel like the sport you love is becoming a joke.
Dude, girls volleyball isn't a joke. Jokes are hard and require skill.
The girls wanted to say something, so we're now going to hear a few words from the captain of the girls volleyball team.
Alright guys, so dip on me? Right. I had dip on me for a second. But, so, maybe doing a part 3 for this video, I don't know yet. Let's see what happens with that.
And then he took his penis from behind her daughter's ear, and that's when we saw him with the 3 rings and the penis.
So like I said, I'm gonna do some hunting tomorrow. So I don't know if we're gonna have a part 3 or not for this video. If we do, then I'll let y'all know on the social media stuff what goes on with it. Since it's NFL, Monday's NFL recap, I want to talk about Santana Moss. I don't know if y'all heard about Santana Moss. You know, boy, RG3, there was 6 seconds left in the second half, or in the first half. RG3 ran the ball. He dove in the end zone. It was a touchdown. But they ruled the touchdown back, and Santana Moss got into it with the rest about it because he was mad that his boy RG3 didn't get it. Well, Santana Moss got kicked out the game before second half even started because of the argument he got into with the refs. And I just thought that was funny. I'd share that with y'all. It's going to be all over the place anyway, so you heard it here first, hopefully. But this shirt is like not long enough or something. But I also want to talk about the 49ers coach, Jim Harbaugh. He's kicked out of the league. Well, not out of the league, but he's kicked off the 49ers after this year for being too rough with the players. And like, really, you're too rough with the players? It's the NFL. High school coaches will run you till you puke. And that ain't rough. They don't lose their jobs because of that. But an NFL coach gets on his players because they lost to a game. They lost a game that was impossible basically for the other team to win after losing to the Rams 52-0 the week before. But he got in trouble for it. Players complained about it, so the owner said, you know what, it's either lose some players or lose the coach, so they lost the coach. You can get one more coach, but you don't want to lose 6-7 players for it. Other players, they can demand a trade. They can demand a retirement or a trade. They don't have to play if they don't want to. And if you force a player that's not going to play anywhere to play, they're not going to have good chemistry going, and they're not going to play good for you. Y'all wondering why I'm talking a little bit quiet is because people are sleeping in my house, and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I don't want to be too loud or nothing, because my mama My mama just got off of work not too long ago, so I don't want to wake her up and get her all going and pissed off at me or nothing. So I don't want to wake her up, call me mama's boy or whatever, but you don't want to wake her up, dude. You really don't. She'll get on you about it. Because she works really hard, she works long hours, and she don't like getting woken up when she goes to sleep. She's only been asleep for about 2 or 3 hours now. She got done watching the Philadelphia game, which we're going to get into that. That was a really good game. I watch all the games this Sunday, actually. Redskins problems. We're going to go over the Redskins problems. The Redskins are having major problems in practice right now because cornerback and wide receiver, Andre Roberts, the wide receiver, and cornerback Bashad Breeland got into a fight on a one-on-one drill because Breeland swatted the ball and taunted the wide receiver Roberts. Y'all know who Roberts is. He's number 12. This is his first year with the Redskins. This is a decent receiver. He's 3 years experience. I forget where he played before he played with us, but he's a good player. He's a good receiver. He's that kind of receiver that you hit when you need somebody to be open. He's there for you. You know, he makes the plays when he needs to. But they got into a fight in practice. They had to pull him apart. Basically, Roberts took his helmet off, slammed it on the ground, and threw a punch at the cornerback. And the cornerback tackled him and slammed him on the ground, and they pulled him apart after that. So that was pretty funny. Eagles-Cowboys game, that was on tonight. So we're going to move into the NFL recap here on a different page. I got 4 pages for y'all on this video. I've worked really hard on this. Number 5 game is going to be the Indianapolis Colts versus the Texans. The Colts won 17-10. Then we had the number 4 game was Green Bay versus the Bills. Green Bay lost to the Bills 13-21, guys. That was crazy. I wouldn't expect Green Bay to lose to the freaking Bills, but they did. Then you got number 4 game. Number 4, you have Philadelphia versus Dallas. Philly lost to Dallas 38-27. That was a really close game, but penalties and turnovers just weren't on Philadelphia's side tonight. Especially because Kerry Williams, dude, he had like 3 penalties just in the first half. That was crazy. Then they had this one fumble by Ertz. I remember this. Ertz fumbled the ball, but he had possession of the ball, and he hit the ground. He was tackled. But the fact of the matter that somebody was under him, under his body, he landed on somebody, and the ball came out. He didn't touch the ground because he landed on top of somebody. So they lost 38-27. Then you got game number 3. Who was game number 3? Oh, game number 2, excuse me. You got Pittsburgh versus Atlanta. Pittsburgh beat Atlanta 27-20. That was a really close game. I was surprised at the outcome on that. Then you had number 1 game that was the closest game of them all. And that was Minnesota and the Lions going at it. The Lions beat the Minnesota 16-14. 2-point game. It was insane. Then we're going to move into our offensive leaders of Week 15 so far. We got Andrew Luck at 4,492 yards, 38 touchdowns. And these stats are probably out of date right now, but those are his stats for right now until they're updated. I'll just update stats next week for y'all. But those are just his stats that are on right now. You got DeMarco Murray. Again, these stats are not updated from this past game, but before this last game, he had 16,000. He has 1,606 yards and 9 touchdowns. And then you got wide receiver, offensive wide receiver. Right now, number 1 is Antonio Brown. He has 1,498 yards and 11 touchdowns. So those are your 3 players: Andrew Luck, DeMarco Murray, and Antonio Brown are your offensive leaders right now. Then you got your NFL team leaders. For AFC North, you got the Bengals, which are 9-4. You got AFC South, which are the Colts. They are 10-4. Actually, the Colts right now have a clinched division game in the playoffs. And you got the AFC East, which are the Patriots, and they are 11-3, and they also have a clinched division game. So AFC is doing really good. Then the third team in the AFC, which is AFC West, that's the best team in their division. The AFC West is Broncos. Broncos are 11-3 right now. They got your NFC North, which are the Lions, at 10-4. And then your NFC South, the Panthers and the Saints are actually tied for this spot, but the Panthers are still on top with a 5-8 record, tied with the Saints, who are also 5-8. Now you got the NFC East, which are the Cowboys. They are leading right now since they beat Philadelphia, and they're 10-4. Then you have your NFC West, which are the Cardinals, which are 11-3. And the Cardinals actually have a clinched playoff game as far as right now. So they clinched the playoff game. Actually, clinched division means they clinched their division. They basically are the best in their division. It's over. Nobody else can beat them in their division. So they are clinched division. So it's Colts, Patriots, and Broncos. And then you have your top 3 teams in the NFL right now. Your number 3 team in the NFL are actually the Patriots. Then you have your number 2 team in the NFL, which are the Broncos. The number 1 team in the NFL ranked right now are the Cardinals. And actually all 3 of those teams are 11-3. So they're all tied for 3rd place, really. Except for the Cardinals, which already clinched the playoff game. They're going to the playoffs regardless if they lose the next 2 games or not. You got your defensive leaders. I added this into the segment because I got asked to. Oh, you got the offensive leaders, but where's the defensive leaders? Well, I got them right here. Number 1 in tackles right now, you got Luke Kuechly with 88 tackles this season. It's a hell of a lot of tackles. Number 1 in sacks right now is Elvis Dumervil. He has 17 sacks. And your number 1 in interceptions is Tayshaun Gibson. He has 6 interceptions and 158 yards off those interceptions that he got. So those are your defensive leaders and all that good stuff. So that's your NFL recap, guys. I also want to talk about got a couple minutes to talk about this too. Let's bring it up again. I'll probably up in part 1 of this video about the contest going on. Entering the contest is just a logo contest. Send me a logo in. Everybody's a winner, but there will be 3 prizes for the top 3 best ones. But everybody will get announced in their entry of the thing. So that's going to end. I'm going to leave that contest up until Christmas Day. So until Christmas Day, just come back here. You get some time away from your family and you want to watch some YouTube videos that night after you're done playing with your toys. Come back here and look at those contest winners on Christmas. I'm hoping to get some of those. I'm surprised this video hasn't cut off. I guess it was that one app that was screwing me up. I had to delete a game app off my phone because it wasn't allowing me to make videos. That's why this video right here took so long. But really, it's early. It's going to be uploaded early because I'm about to go upload it right now. But so that's your NFL recap for Monday, Sunday Night Football. It's your NFL recap for right now. We'll talk about the Monday's games tomorrow on Tuesday. Talk about it on Tuesday about the Monday games. We'll talk about the Monday games, see what happened in those. There's a couple good Monday games going on. And Thursday, I'll talk about a couple games on Thursday. I'm just gonna talk about the best ones on Mondays and Thursday games. I'm just gonna talk about the top best ones or whatever. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. It's Smash Mouth Dipper. I'll see y'all tomorrow on Tuesday. Remember, if you ain't dipping, you're tripping. I'll see y'all later.